probably the most extreme position I've ever seen on a road bike. This is Adam Blythe's Ridley Noah SL. He's the current British national champion, and he's riding this year for the Aqua Blue Sport team, the first ever Pro-Continental team to come from Ireland. Look at the stem, negative 17 degrees as an angle, 14 centimetres long, and slammed right down onto the head tube there, and the saddle pushed back as far as it can possibly go on those carbon rails. There's not too much new to say really about the Noah SL frame set itself. Lotto Soudal have of course been using it for a number of years to great success with the likes of Andre Greipel. It's their aerodynamic frame set and it still features those split front forks which are supposed to improve the aerodynamics. Also hot on aerodynamics are Knight Composites, who make the rims here. These are the 65 model, so 65mm in depth, front and rear. They claim to be one of the fastest rims out there, if not the fastest, if you believe the data on their website. But they don't make their own hubs, so they come from a small French company called Avey, who make their hubs in the Vendée region of France. Now, another thing before we leave the wheels is the fact that these are clinchers, which is a rare thing in the world of pro cycling, at least at races. We have started to see the likes of Tony Martin use them in certain time trials because apparently the best clinchers have slightly less rolling resistance than the best tubeless out there, but we don't very much see them out on the road. Now, I was just speaking to the mechanic and he says that he's going to try and convert these later on tonight into tubeless, which I think is probably one of the first times we'd ever see tubeless tyres in the pro peloton, so it'll be interesting to see how that experiment goes. The tyres themselves come from Schwalbe. They are their one tyres which come in at 25mm here on this bike at the moment. The group set is from Shimano, but it is the Dura-Ace Di2 9000. Aqua Blue Sport, like many other teams, seemingly every team in fact except for Team Sky in this early part of the season, are struggling to get their hands on the brand new flagship group set from Shimano. So for the time being, this is what they're using. They've got the SRM cranks down here. It's 170mm in length, so quite short is what Adam Blythe is choosing to run this year. The bars and stem both come from FSA, as I said, a 14cm stem on there. And as you can see, if you look up the front here, he's running his bar tape all the way to the stem, which I've only ever seen before on Bradley Wiggins' bike. They have just about managed to leave enough space for the SRM mount here at the front, and those bars are measuring 440mm from edge to edge. The saddle there is provided by Fizik. It is their Antares model, the super lightweight carbon railed version. And the finishing kit, well, the bottle cages here are provided by Elite, who seem to provide bottle cages to the vast majority of the peloton these days. They are their custom race plus model. Look, have the pedals here. They're the Keo blade carbons, which we also see on quite a few bikes. What have I missed out? Nothing, I don't think. I did some measurements earlier and he's got a 76cm saddle height from the centre of the cranks there to roughly where he sits on the saddle, and the distance from the tip of the saddle to the centre of the bars here is 59cm, but that is horizontally. I haven't even taken into account the very large drop. 7.8 kilograms, so exactly 1 kilo over the current UCI minimum weight limit. Although they will be able to reduce the weight of this bike should they need to do so for hillier stages later in the season by using some shallower depth wheels. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this bike. You can leave them in the comment section just down below. If you haven't already subscribed to GCN, it is free to do so, and to do that you just need to click on the globe. And after you've done that, here are 2 more videos which you might be interested in watching now. A couple of years ago, I went around the Fizik factory in Italy, so if you want to have a look at that video, you can click down there. On the other hand, if you'd like to see Cy over with Zip doing some aerodynamic stuff on their wheels, you can find that up there.